Welcome, I am Katarina and this is my channel, your place for card making, creative inspiration and a little extra sparkle in every project. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Let's jump into today's project. Hi guys, I'm bringing you one of my older magazine commissions which I have not yet shared yet. This one was released back in July 2025, I believe, and I haven't got to share my projects yet, but I was scrolling on Craftable website and they have a heap of magazines on offer, and this one today, which is the 4th of May, this one is on offer for $5.99, down from $14.99. It is a bargain for all that you get in this magazine, which I will walk you through just in a minute. This is a really good offer, so make sure you go and check that out alongside with some other magazines that I could see that are reduced in price now. So first of all, I'm going to attach the video which I recorded back in July where I'm showing you exactly what you would get in this magazine box kit, and then I will come back and talk about the projects themselves because I had lost second part of that video. I really don't know where that went to, but doing a bit of a time traveling here back and forth now, so I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so I have another lovely magazine box kit to share with you. I don't have the magazine, obviously. This is pre-recorded before the magazine is even released. I'm just about to start working on my commissions for this issue of Craft Essential Series magazine, which is designed by Two Red Robins. So let's have a look what we've got with this magazine. So the first up is this lovely stamp set. You can see how large that is. We have lots of stamps. I'm trying to keep the glare off here because I have the window just in front of me. It's quite sunny today for a change. So what we've got here is some lovely animals. You can see the squirrel, all the different birdies, one in here and one on the bottom. We have lovely mice holding these leaves, and then I think it's a hamster or a mice maybe with the berries in there. We have some lovely flowers. This is a cherry blossom. I think this is thistles. We have some poppies and daisies and some wheat. We also have some lovely arrangements with flowers and berries, and then some different types of berries in there. So I think it's such a lovely stamp set. I'm going to read out the sentiments to you. Among the poppy fields, time slows down and worry fades away. Oh, how lovely is that? Grow positive thoughts, believe in yourself. Life is better with a friend like you. Happiest of birthdays to you. Good luck for someone special. Thank you. Each sunrise brings a new day with new adventures. So this is the lovely stamp set that we have. We also have a large stencil. You can see this is an A5 size. You see against my hand there. It's so lovely and big. It's like a wheat field maybe. It's really nice. And we have a die set. These dies are unique to Two Red Robins. These are the reflections die set, which do not make sense on their own like this, but I will show you how they work with our paper pad, which I'm going to flip through now. So on the first page you can see these lovely cutter parts. We have all the different images, which are actually images from the stamps, only different sizes. So you can see the daisies, you can see the squirrel, the mice holding the leaves, and so on. So we also have some lovely sentiments, so you can see how it's lovely matching with the stamp set. Then we have some pattern paper and some more cutter parts on this side. So we have some tags with sentiments, and we have all these lovely arrangements that you could see on the stamps as well. There's a little mice or hamster. I'm not sure what that is. It's so cute. And the fuzzy bird. I think he's funny. I really like him. So I'm going to flip through the paper pad just to show you all the lovely gorgeous patterns. How beautiful are these? So these are half a page of an A4, so about an A5 size, and they are beautiful. I love the floral arrangements. I love the colors on this one. And then we have this one with the blue, and then these two different ones. Again, you can see how they are A5 size. They're quite large, lovely. They would make such gorgeous backgrounds. We have these stripy ones, and then this one, there's two of those, so the same one twice. Then we have this lovely green. I really love the colors of the shades of that green on that paper. Then we have these hamster families, which will work with our dies. I'll come back to this just in a little second. I just want to show you what else have we got here. You can see how this would work very well with this one in the background. And then we have some lovely tree and a lovely, how it's like a cottage image in there. Lovely berries. And then this page again, I think this one draws out the berries from this one very nicely, and then it all starts all over again, so we get 2 of each page. Now I'm going to come back here to the hamster families. So this die set is a set of 3, so this time we have, and I don't think I've ever had this from 2 Red Robins, but the outline die comes in 2 pieces, and then we have this inside piece, which is the image of the same as on the paper, the hamster. You can see all those lines. So what happens if you use this on one of these images? It cuts out without an outline. It's very easy to line up. Cuts it out without the white outline, but also embosses all those details into the image. So you get like a very detailed image cut out. Or you can use these together to cut out one of these images, and then you will get a white outline around it. Or you could use these two on a separate piece of card, cut the image out with this die and glue it onto that outline. Or what's very unique to this one, for me anyway, I've never done this one before, never had this outline in 2 pieces before. You can cut out just with this one, and I've prepared one of these just to show you what I mean. So if you only use the top part, or the bottom obviously, to cut out and then fold this down, you could create some lovely foam folds. And on top of that you could glue your image in there, and you would have a lovely foam fold created just like that. So there's so many lovely options that you can use this reflections die set for, and I'm not sure yet which elements of this gorgeous kit will I use to create my 2 scrapbooking pages, but I will get down to it, I will get busy, and then I will come back and show you what I've created. Okay, since I've lost the footage, the video footage that I've recorded showing you these lovely scrapbook pages, I'm going to walk you through some still images and some close-ups in here. So the first one in here measures 11.5 by 11.5 inches, which is the size of that white cardstock in the background. Then 2 of the pattern papers is cut down at an angle. So I've cut these to 11.25 inches, and these measure 8.25 in width, because that is the size of the pattern of the A4 sheet pattern paper within the magazine. So what I've done in here, I marked down on the shorter side, on the left side, at 3.5 inches, and then on the right side at 7.75 inches, cut down at an angle. And then I marked the opposite side for the red paper in there. So it was 7.75 on the left and 3.5 on the right hand side. I glued these onto the white background, and I added a strip of holographic silver card in between, which measures just 1/4 inches. You can barely see it in there, but I'm zooming in there. You can see there's that is just to separate the 2 papers from each other. Then I've cut white circle, which you can see in the middle there, to 5.5 inches, and a slightly larger silver one then, and I glued this in the middle of my scrapbooking page. Then I've stamped with black ink and heat embossed with clear embossing powder some images and sentiments onto smaller circles. I've colored those in with alcohol markers and added some glitter onto the flowers as well. I layered them on slightly larger silver holographic circles and glued them like cascading from the top left towards the bottom right corner in there. Then using brown ink, I stamped some weights and again layered those on slightly larger silver cards, circles, and I just glued them in there as well. On the bottom right corner you can see stamped and colored in, then cut around that little mouse, and I added it that bottom circle in there, just kind of is floating upwards. I really do think this turned out very cute. To finish it off, I added some small silver circles, some silver gems scattered all between those circles, and I've cut the hashtag friendship out of silver holographic card and I glued it along the bottom. Stamped, heat embossed and colored in some of those berry floral twigs in there or branches, and I glued two of those onto the opposite side of the mat. I actually used 3D foam, but only on the outside so a photo could be tucked underneath. And this finished my first scrapbooking page off. I really love how this turned out. Just for a little bit of different advice, you could try using hexagons or diamonds instead of the circles, and that would make for some really fun layouts too. So this was the first one. And then I went with an 8 by 8 inch size square for my second scrapbook page. So I cut both white card and a pattern paper to 8 by 8 inches, glued them together to make this base really nice and sturdy. Then I cut a white square to 7 5/8 of an inch square. I drew 4 stitch lines along the 4 sides of this, about 1/8 of an inch just from the edge. And then I also dragged the green ink pad along the 4 edges. I cut pattern paper then to 7 3/8 of an inch square and glued this on top of the white square, and then I glued it onto the base. Cut 2 different pattern papers to 5/8 of an inch wide strips, and I cut the ends down at an angle. Layer these on slightly bigger white strips and then glued them towards the bottom of the base. In between them, I stuck a 1/4 of an inch wide pattern paper strip. My photo mat measures 3.5 by 4.5 inches. I drew all around the 4 edges with 4 stitching again, and I glued this to the card base. I added a piece of white card underneath the top part to make up for that level difference from the paper strips underneath. I layered the toppers from the printed sheets on top of white card to make this sturdier, and I fussy cut some of the images. I left plain white border all around them. And then I used 3D foam behind them to stick this into the 2 corners of the page. I layered the sentiment on white card, also cut it out and stuck it onto the top right corner in there. Finished embellishing with some yellow pearls. Well, I'm just going to give you a tip in here. I didn't have yellow pearls that match the color this perfectly. So what I've done, I took some white pearls and I colored them in using my alcohol marker. So this is quite a lovely cheat way to color match your embellishments to your pages. And I just want to say, so if you struggle to decide what papers and colors to use, these box kits are so good because all the elements are already designed to work together. So don't be afraid to check these out, and especially if you're not too comfortable using them, now they are half price or even less. So make sure you check those offers out on the Craft World website. It will be linked in the description box below. So you can see how I used on the first one, I went more for the stamped images and coloring them in. On the second page, I stuck more with the pattern papers and the cutter parts from the kit. So I used a little bit of everything to show you the diversity of this magazine box kit. Do let me know which one do you prefer, and see you back soon. Until then, bye! So much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss my next video, and in the meantime feel free to click on these rectangles for more creative inspiration. Until the next time, see you soon. Bye!